As a traditionalist blue mage, I like when my cards work for me. I like when they do multiple things and the synergies bring them back and let me reuse them. But in this game specifically, I'm on the other side of that table. I myself am playing Bogles against one of the more traditional tempo control based strategies that have existed in the Pauper format for a very long time. That deck itself is taking advantage of cards like Spell Stutter Sprite that enter the battlefield and counter spells, but once it does that, it's kind of gone. You can't use them again without other copies. But the deck says no. It then takes advantage of Spell Stutter Sprite's evasion to then sneak in Ninjutsu, a ninja of deep hours, to then bounce it back to your hand. Great synergy. You get to reuse your counter spells, you get to draw cards. What more could you ask for as an interactive blue mage? The deck comes together in what we call Dimir Faeries, many of you Pauper players are already familiar with. But specifically against Bogles, we have to remember that the deck relies on traditionalist black removal, such as Snuff Out. Free spell, you take 4 damage, but you get to kill a non-black creature. Pretty good in the majority of the format, obviously if you're not up against Grimag Angler Mirrors. But when it comes to what we're playing against today, they have to remember that ultimately their Chainer's Edicts are in their sideboard, and that's what we're here to take advantage of. This type of deck doesn't have the inbuilt interaction to specifically deal with Bogles in the main board, and heck, even in the sideboard, there's maybe 3, 4, 5 slots dedicated to cards that can answer it, and the deck can be a little bit slow. And I'll tell you what, in these games, we take exact advantage of that downfall for them. Enjoy. There isn't really a free-to-play aspect on it. There is and there isn't really. I don't know how to explain it, but like it's not like Arena where you can like do dailies and like grind up to a thing. It's not like that. Okay, let's play Gladecover Scout. Yeah, no worries. Have a good day. Later. Yeah, and again, right, like just as you're buying them, there is the ability to kind of sell them back for a certain amount as well, right? Okay, let's get this going here. We'll get these threats out. I think especially in game 1, I'm not sure if this is blue-black control or blue-black fairies. It's probably fairies, right? Because they're playing like the ice tunnel. It could be blue-black control, I'm not sure. But I don't think this deck plays many edicts off the rip, right? So I think this deck is going to look to just interact with us, really. Play that. Get white for that. Play Rancor. Play Ethereal Armor on this. And then just swing in. Attack, right? Like this is where things got a little crazy. Traditionally, the type of removal that a deck like this has is Snuff Out, and Snuff Out doesn't do anything here, right? Snuff Out, they gotta pay 4 life for. That's fine. See, they have Cast Down, so they might have an Edict here. Actually, I committed a lot of resources to this thing. They might have an Edict here. Let's see. They really gotta have an Edict, or they're done. Yeah. Do you think Pauper Turbo Fog is an answer to Kiln Fiend Swift? Yes and no. Like the thing is with Pauper Turbo Fog is that you really need to draw well with it. Like it's a very tight, like close deck to play. You really have to understand when to draw cards, what cards to put top bottom, what cards are a priority. It's a really tough deck to play. And even still, like once the deck gets going, yes, but the problem is like to build there, you have to get kind of lucky. It's weird to say, but like the Turbo Fog deck is like kind of soft to like interaction. It's really weird. It's really weird. So let's Armadillo Cloak here. Use the white. Play Gladecover Scout for the Edict. And then attack. Come on now. Let's go. Now I'm getting some life off of it. Yeah, GG's. Let's go. Perfect. Okay, so control-based matchup. I don't know. I think we could play Standard Bearer. Don't think Ram Through is that important. I think like in general, just more creatures is probably what we want here. Like I could drop a no, not a Spirited Companion. We need that. I don't even know. I think Standard Bearer is like actually good. We could actually drop an Ancestral Mask because of how much mana it is. Just play that. Yeah, it's weird, right? Like you just want to be faster. Just want to be faster. Hot Dogs, I felt mildly favored. Turbo Fog is pretty weak against, yeah, Blackguard, Discard, and Burn. Yeah, Burn especially too, because like you prevent combat damage. You don't prevent that. There's a reason you play 4 Hydroblast in the sideboard of your thing deck, of your fog deck. Yeah, this is fine. Drop the Silhana. Oh, sorry about that. Now that I drew the land, I was actually going to go Utopia Sprawl, but if I draw the land, I think I feel better about this. I'm actually going to go... Let's go into combat actually, because I'm not gonna put anything onto it. We're gonna go Spirited Companion just to like draw. And it counts as an enchantment if you want to get Ethereal Armor out next turn. You know. Sure. Cast down it is. You know what I mean? Like, that's perfectly fine. Like, use up your removal. That's less cards I got to worry about. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, let's do this. Let's grab a forest. Let's play a forest. Utopia Sprawl. This forest with this forest. Get plains. Play Standard Bearer. If they have a counterspell, they have a counterspell type of thing. Yeah, it's fine. Yep. Attack through. So now they just have like all the interaction in the world here. So we're gonna commune. They could counter this. It'd be interesting if they did. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna go Ethereal Armor. And go Ancestral Mask. And just go for it, right? Like, I can't just wait for them to have an edict. I could just go for it. If they have an edict next turn, they have an edict, like, so be it. I think I was off to a slower start. Again, like, just not being on the play, right? Like, they get an extra turn to get their counterspell online and everything. And they're definitely going to dig a little hard for this edict, so. So 2 counterspells gone. Like, I'm actually really surprised they even kept the cast down here, but I guess it's important, right? There are threats that could be a little shy to it. That's good. Evolving Wilds. So they probably have like a counterspell potentially. We got a fairy as a blocker. It's actually pretty good because we don't have trample. Right? That's the thing you gotta remember. We don't have trample here. We do have lifelink though, which is pretty big. Attack. Yeah, lifelink's pretty big, so they have to block here. It's good. That's one less threat. I'm at 31 life. Let's keep it going. Again, what's tough here is the longer we do not have trample, the more answers they have. Ooh, Thorn of the Black Rose. They're gonna be drawing. And that's tough. You know why that's tough? Because I don't have trample. I don't have a way to take it back. Oh, well then. Did I just find it? Did I just find it? Yep. Do you have an instant speed answer? Do you have an instant speed answer, or did I steal this game? Do you have an instant speed answer, or did I steal this game? I stole this game. All right, 2-3.